approaching the Shriners Children's Hospital Clearwater Invitational presented by Evo Shield. Take a stroll down Clearwater Beach with us as we take you to Eddie Seymour Complex for a finale on Field 9, Game 3, Wichita State from last year, including Maya Perez in the middle of the lineup. Woolley with speed, trying to beat it out, and does. Is she the fastest player in the SEC?
One of. I mean, there's just a lot of speed, especially this year. We were talking
expectations a year ago. As this is flared into left, gliding over Eck, one down. They were picked 8th. Meanwhile, Mac Barbara coming over from Ole Miss in her first season at Texas A&M. Woolley goes. Throw down is not in time and off the line, and Woolley is in safely. And Texas A&M is perfect. Barbara is down for a base hit. Here comes Woolley. The throw home is not in time. And Woolley scores the opening run off the bat of Mac Barbara. And it's a 1-0 lead for Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's what you want to do in this tournament, especially in your first game. You want to come out and score early, immediately put pressure on the other team. Look how far outside that pitch was, but Mac Barbara is so strong. She has such good extension, able to drop it out in left field, and Coco Woolley with her speed knows that that's going to fall, easily scores from second.
Down the line and fair ball. And now after a brief hold, they're going to send Barbara, and it's quickly 2-0. Originally, the stop sign was on for Barbara.
Yeah, it was. And Maya Perez taking this outside pitch again, just like Mac Barbara, driving it the other way. Again, the pitch is a couple of balls off the plate, but good extension, it falls. But because of this bobble right here, Mac Barbara is able to score. If there's no bobble, she was going to get held up at third base.
We wanted to be in the lineup, and it's that type of grit that gets rewarded on Trisha Ford's teams. She goes down swinging. First strikeout of the game for Aguilar, but A&M strikes first away from the Wichita State campus, returning home for a grad season. Goes down swinging.
Yeah, and Sydney, her changeup helps set it up.
Line drive into right, one pitch, one out, and there are two down as Epperson came up swinging. Their lineup this year, as well as CeCe Wong, who used to lead off for the Shockers. 3-1 up the middle, and that extends the inning. 2-out base knock for Lauren Lucas. Check. Flared into left center, gliding over and right, and instead it's Eshte to take it away. Lesson team pitches around a 2-out single, and it's 2-0 A&M after one. Repping the A&M. Fly ball to center. Back on it is Epperson, and our first home run on Field 9. KK DeMent going dead center. 3-zip Aggies.
KK DeMent is a freshman, and she's going to be a really good player for a long time at Texas A&M. Swinging early in the count, letting that pitch get deep. Look at that swing from the side. She is really known for her defense. She's going to likely be the future shortstop at A&M, but 2 home runs in 2 weekends for KK DeMent. So offense coming around.
Bottom 3 in their lineup, which has included Frankie Vrajel. Their starting right fielder batting in the 7th spot and squirts that through the left side for a base hit.
Well, it's all about taking advantage of your opportunities. Really, she can do it all, and she is the definition of taking advantage of the opportunities that have already been given to her early.
Bunt drop down from third. Nelson makes the play. Vrajel over to second on the sack by Cole. Eshte draws a walk. Let's take a look at today's keys to the game, brought to you by Shriners.
Make quick plays and think about how this game started.
With an infield single.
Thank you.
Runner tags, and the ball gets away from Nelson, so both runners will advance on the fly ball out by Coco Woolley. Aguilar trying to get out of a jam here. One strike away. Gets a slow roller to Hood. Sidearm swoop to first. A&M will strike.
Oklahoma has had a lot to do with that the last 4 years that they've won.
2 pitches, 1 out to start the second.
And maybe just beating each other up so much over the past 10 years that the conversation to hypothetically think about why there has been a 10-year drought, especially when you think about how Alabama won it in 2012 and then Florida 14-15. So in a span of 3 or 4 years.
Sharp yet again. This is her second start of her Texas A&M career. And has her second strikeout to cap off a 1-2-3 second inning. Inflection point. Been to the World Series 5 years in a row and have come up short of their goal, Amanda. And he talked to us about the fact that this offseason he looked in the mirror as the head coach and said, what do I need to do to be better for my team?
It's behind, but 12 appearances for a national title, putting themselves in the position. You have to get there, right?
Line drive to center. Good chase by Epperson. And 2 away.
Runs in the first 2 innings to A&M.
Second time through the order here for Aguilar. This is crushed to deep left. Back on it is Eck, and she cannot get it. Off the top of the wall for a 2-out double. DeMent flared up the middle, and that will end the inning. So Aguilar doesn't get a 1-2-3, but she doesn't allow a run and holds. 3-0 deficit for Wichita. 1 or 2 or more. Although when you talk to Christy Bredbender, they feel like that's probably not going to be their MO this year. It's going to be more about manufacturing runs as Beckerly grounds out. And now 5 in a row retired.
Like, they're a totally different team from their first fall game to stepping into the season, especially on offense.
In the left, there is Ushte, 2 away.
An immediate impact with this staff to give you even more depth than you thought you were going to have with the transfers.
Gets a roller to short, and another 1-2-3 inning for the 2-2 to Vrajel. Is a base knock, and she is aboard for the second time tonight.
She just is an on-base machine.
Vrajel running, and Coleman knocks it into left field. Back-to-back base hits to lead off the 4th for the Aggies. Ushte lifts the 2-1 in the left. Back on it, Eck makes the play. Runners will tag into third, and it gets away from Nelson. And in without a tag is Vrajel. Vestal moves up to second base.
And they've been aggressive on tags, too, to fly balls to the...
They did last year. Anything is possible with her at the plate. Line right into the mitt of Taylor Solacek. Best possible scenario for Aguilar. 2 gone. Into the gap in right center, giving chase, and making the catch on the run is Epperson. A pair of singles to start, and then out.
If they're going to pick it up in the dugout and celebrate all the success they might have.
One's in with 1 down, and the base is clear. Excuse me, swing, charging in DeMent, and could not get the play in time. And there's some cheers from the Wichita State side. I know. Solacek into the gap in left center and down for a base hit. Rounding third is Lucas. Here she comes, and Wichita State on the board. with a one-out double by Taylor Solacek.
And the pump-up talk down in left field pays off big. And the Lauren Lucas hustle to find a way to beat out that infield single. Really smooth, good extension swing by Solacek to drive her in, and she's going to be able to score Lauren Lucas all the way from first base because of finding that left center field gap. And now you see it, the spark igniting for Wichita State, just down by 2 runs.
She is a left-handed pitcher, folks.
And an All-American left-handed pitcher last year.
Here's the 1-2 to Hood. Swing and a miss. Lessentine did lock in. Big-time strike. Probably scores Solacek. Flared right side, playable for Perez in foul territory. And on the 11th pitch of the at-bat, Lessentine gets out of it. But Coach Brad Benner. High fly ball in the right field, and Lucas is there, 1 down. Well, when you look at the middle of this lineup for...
Really started in the Super Regional for Maya Perez when Texas A&M went to Austin. It was 1 seed versus a 16 seed.
Boy, that was on a rope, but right at Epperson, 2 away.
Yeah, she hit that hard. I think
2-2. Flared right side. Coming on is Lucas in a 1-2-3 inning for Aguilar, who is now set down 6 in a row. Wichita State.
To want to bring in your ace and try to shut the door on this game.
In the right. Vrajel puts it away.
Depth and a different look to a pitching staff that those teams just drafted in the allocation draft.
Beckerly to short. Woolley on the first, quickly 2 down. Well, it's interesting you say.
Late games had 10 shutouts. That's good enough for 3rd in the nation. And a sub-2 ERA through over 200 innings.
And gets a strikeout. 1-2-3 for lefty Kennedy.
In the circle, runners getting on, gave up a home run, and she just has this next pitch mindset that is moving on.
Dement flies out to left. That's
so all different sizes can play this position and have success. Look at her go, continuing to get outs.
8 in a row now for Aguilar.
And I think Coach Brad Benner is going to love the way that Alex Aguilar competed today, even to win games.
2-2 swing and a miss. 9 in a row set down by Aguilar, giving the Shockers a chance. They'll send the top 3 in the order to the plate.
A little something different.
Well, Kennedy set down. 0-2 to Epperson. Swing and a miss. Kennedy dialing it up for her 2nd strikeout. Eck with speed at first.
It's a great pitch.
Back-to-back Ks and quickly 2 down.
Got a little bit off the edge. Lauren's going to make her better and more fresh at the end of the season.
1-2. Bounced off the glove. Woolley cannot corral. And the inning continues with Solacek on. Doing well in Clearwater, as history has shown us, has set you up for success. High hopper up the middle. Who will get there? It is the 2nd baseman, Dement, tapping the bag. And Kennedy gets out of the 2-on-2.
Jay and Woolley and Powell don't have a chance to put pressure on a defense when the ball is in the air as much. But they can hit for power too, but another strikeout. 2 strikeouts in a row for Alex Aguilar.
All 4 infield spots crowded. Woolley drops down the bunt, charging in from first, and no play to be made by Caroline Talent.
Well, look, Matt, this is what I mean. When the 3 down since.
Powell sprays the 0-2 in his center, and it's down for a base hit. Quickly up to 2nd goes Woolley, and now some momentum really for the first time.
Liked about her at bat, what she didn't like about her AB.
Draws a walk, and the bases are loaded for A&M in the 7th.
of how she can swing the bat.
Lines this into left center. Back on it, Epperson. It's off the wall. Woolley is in. Powell scores. They will send to third. A&M has opened up the lead in the top of the 7th on a bases-clearing double by Maya Perez.
Trisha Ford says that Maya Perez has been an excellent hitter at every level that she has competed at. And look at this beautiful left-handed swing. Barrels it up. That it may have had a chance to get out of here, but it stays in. Another 3 RBI for Maya Perez. This continues to step up as Haley Golden scores all the way from first base.
Up the middle by Enright, and here comes Lovell as it gets off the glove of Epperson and will roll all the way to the wall. Enright trotting up to third, and A&M leads it 7-1.
The ball hard into the ground, creates that high hop, but just high exit velocity off of her back, creates that hop, and then just continues to roll all the way to the out.
Dement in the left field, and Enright will score from third. Crooked inning here by Texas A&M after Trisha Ford this year for the Aggies. Looking to make it a 7-0 start. Caught at third, 2 down. Virginia and Charlotte. And Virginia, boy, they looked good today against Kentucky. That ball gets away, and Dement up to second base.
The word that I thought of with Virginia is soft. They beat Clemson this afternoon. It's a 6-0 start for an Auburn team with a new coaching staff with Chris Malveaux as Grayson Coleman walks. They beat Clemson 6.
Gets another crack at it here with the runners at the corners and 2 down.
And also Chris Malveau's wife, Kate Malveaux, actually co-head coaches that they have at Auburn now.
3-1. And a walk by Ushte to load the bases again. And again, it is Coco Woolley coming to the plate. She got this whole inning kicked.
Couple new faces in the circle for him.
Kylie Griffin pinch hitting. That gets past Beckerly, and in to score comes Dement.
Saturday is going to be a challenging day for A&M. The other 3 days, they just play a single game. And when you have 1 game versus 2 games, it's very different. 1 game going to the 7th, leadoff strikeout.
Wichita State will bring Talent, Compton, and Beckerly to the plate when we return. In the circle, persona. 0-1 is lifted into right. Rajal 1 down.
Bless the top 3.
Topic of conversation. 1-2 count from Kennedy. Into center field, and there is Enright to make the final out. A 1-2-3 to shut down the game for lefty Kennedy. Her offense put up a 6th spot in the 7th, and the Aggies are 7-0 to start the year. For Amanda Scarborough, Matt Schumacher signing off from Clearwater.